Here at TMM, we recently reported the drama that was going on between Le'Veon Bell and the Chiefs. NFL's Ian Rappaport tweets what Andy Reid had to say about the whole situation. Chiefs coach Andy Reid on the comments made by his former running back Le'Veon Bell. I enjoyed my time with him. I'm pulling for him. That's how I roll. SpockTrack recently tweeted its 2021 NFL MVP betting odds. Patrick Mahomes leads the way with plus 500. Where's the best value here? Is there anyone missing from the list? Who would you put your money down on? Let us know in the comments below. Steve Tarento of CBS Sports reports that Greg Olsen's son TJ rings the bell after receiving his heart transplant. We're finally whole again. As we've mentioned before here on TMM, Greg Olsen's son was born with a heart defect and has recently received a heart transplant. This was the milestone that he and his parents have long looked forward to. On Wednesday, Greg Olsen shared a video of TJ ringing the bell at the intensive care unit at the Children's Hospital in Charlotte, North Carolina. Olsen tweeted, "Since the day TJ was admitted into the ICU, we talked about the day we could ring the bell. Today was that day. We're finally whole again and we couldn't be more thankful. Thank you all for the amazing support and prayers." In sharing news about his son's transplant and recovery, Olsen had made a point to ask for the prayers and sympathies for the donor family that lost their own child. "Their selflessness during a tragic time gave our boy a chance at life," wrote Olsen. "We don't know who they are, but we will forever be grateful for every day we get to have with TJ." In order to help other children like TJ and their families, Greg Olsen and his wife Kara established the Hardest Yard initiative, which offers a variety of support and services to families with children born with a congenital heart disease at no cost to the family. In NFL TV free agency, there has been one name at the top of the list. He's been pursued by all and hooked by none, and now a new suitor has arrived. As a top sports TV executive said, the NFL's white whale is out there for Amazon. That white whale is Peyton Manning. Manning has a long history of being pursued by TV networks and ultimately saying no, but Amazon Prime Video, with its bottomless pockets and its exclusive rights to Thursday Night Football beginning in 2022 to 2023, they very well could make a run at him. Sources said Amazon has grappled with the idea of pursuing Manning as its main analyst, with Amazon potentially teaming with NBC and hiring Al Michaels as its lead play-by-play commentary. Amazon could offer Manning Tony Romo money. CBS signed Romo to a 10-year, $180 million contract last year. While the money's not an issue, everyone wants as much as they can get, and Romo has set the bar high. Manning could say he needs to top Romo's nearly $1 million per game. The adopted son of the former NFL defensive lineman Vince Wilfork is being accused of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of his father's jewelry, including a pair of Super Bowl rings. Wilfork reported the stolen items on May 10th, according to Sports Illustrated. They included the 2 Super Bowl championship rings from 2004 and 2014, 2 UFC championship rings, and a college football championship ring he won while playing for the University of Miami, an expensive necklace, bracelets, and earrings, Daily News reports. Wilfork, a 5-time Pro Bowl selection who played 13 seasons in the NFL with the New England Patriots and Houston Texans, discovered the items were missing May 2020 while packing up for his Texas home for a move. Wilfork realized the jewelry had been stolen when he was contacted by a Patriots fan who said that someone in a memorabilia group had the rings and wanted to know if they were authentic. Wilfork was able to contact the person who claimed the rings, and that person stated that he bought the rings from Wilfork's son. Christian McCaffrey criticized the comments made by Nebraska head coach Scott Frost regarding his brother Luke's decision to transfer. McCaffrey tweets, "Hold on, didn't you transfer? PSA to all recruits. Take note on how a coach treats his players once they're no longer useful to him." The younger McCaffrey began his college career playing for Frost and the Huskers, leaving Lincoln for Louisville in February. The quarterback will now head to Rice for the 2021 season. After the news of the transfer, Scott Frost stated, "Buckle up because this isn't the last time you're going to see this happening," and added, "A lot of these kids are getting bad advice." Christian McCaffrey was quick to point out that Frost didn't have any issues with players being able to transfer when the head coach had left Stanford in 1995 to play for the Huskers. Louisville head coach Scott Scatterfield stated that the decision came to transfer after McCaffrey realized he was unlikely to start for the Cardinals this year. Instead, McCaffrey will now play for the head coach Mike Bloomberg at Rice, who served as Christian McCaffrey's offensive coordinator when he was the tailback at Stanford. Vontaze Burfict bawled his eyes out outside of a Las Vegas casino after he was restrained by 7 people, and the whole thing was captured on police video obtained by TMZ Sports. The former Cincinnati Bengals and Oakland Raiders star was arrested at the Cosmopolitan back on December 4th, 2020, after he allegedly got into a physical altercation with security guards. In the police video, you can see what happened next. Burfict was pinned down to the ground by more than half a dozen people and eventually placed in handcuffs. But Burfict sounded so upset over the tightness of the cuffs, he moaned in apparent pain and yelling, "I can't breathe." Eventually, the football player was taken outside to the squad car, and the police footage shows he was still very emotional there too. Eventually, Burfict was taken to a nearby station where he posed for a mugshot, and he was ultimately charged with 1 count of misdemeanor battery. Burfict, though, cut a deal with prosecutors last week to close out the case. Court records show he agreed to keep his nose clean in exchange for the charge being dropped. That's going to wrap it up for our NFL news. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to TMM and click the bell to be notified whenever we post in the future. Stay tuned.